Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com, and I've got a brilliant slow cooker recipe for you today. We are doing some slow cooker coronation chicken. So imagine your favourite coronation chicken that you pop on top of your jacket potatoes or into your sandwiches, and this is how to make it using the slow cooker. It's brilliant because it goes to lovely pull apart texture, it tastes really good, and you can use it for your meal prep. And I just love the way I can just dump the ingredients in the slow cooker, come back, add a few raisins, top up the seasonings, and it's done.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam, and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers, and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
Well, Patsy, one of our readers that follows our YouTube videos, she actually asked if we could do some more slow cooker recipes that are not pasta or soup. And I get her point, you know, because how many times do you see a slow cooker recipe and it falls under pasta or soup? Well, I'm the other way. Mine seem to revolve around curry quite a lot. That I have done quite a lot of frittatas and a lot of other different things as well, but it does feel like curry is my thing in the slow cooker. So here's another one. If you love a curry, and if you prefer chicken breasts over chicken thighs, you can do that, but we find that the chicken thighs are better and the chicken breast can be slightly dry when you cook it in the slow cooker. So shall I run through the ingredients with you now so that you can get an idea? So we have chicken thighs, so boneless and skinless. We've got some salt and pepper. We've got some passata, or you can use some tin tomatoes. We have got some masala spice paste. We've got some diced onion. We've got some, what we call in the UK, coriander leaf. There in the US it's cilantro. And then of course we have got some garlic and ginger puree. So those are the main ingredients. If you haven't got a jar of the paste, you can use anything that you've got, any kind of curry paste. Another one I've got here at the moment is this one as well, so if you've not quite got enough, but I had this jar in the fridge that needs using up, and you only need about half a jar, so this is perfect. So, shall I get the slow cooker out and we can start, as they say in the slow cooker world, even though it doesn't sound very attractive, does it? Let's dump and start, as they say. So, ingredients to one side, let's get the slow cooker out, shall we? I'm using my big black slow cooker just because I like cooking in this, and if I haven't got anything to crisp up, I use this, but you can follow this recipe as well. If you've got a Ninja Foodie or a Ninja Speedy with a slow cooker function, they all work well. So it's my baby. I've had this one quite a while now. So let's get all these ingredients in, shall we? So the chicken thighs, the passata. Like I said, you can swap this for canned tomatoes if you prefer. We have got the onion. That is one small onion. You could also swap it for a couple of shallots instead if you prefer. Red onion, minced onion, whatever your preference is. Salt and pepper going in now. Some ginger paste. I know I made about a tablespoon, depending on how much ginger I like to taste in it, and about the same again for the garlic. And then that just leaves this and the coriander. So I'm just going to pop the coriander in. And then dessert spoon I find is the easiest to get it all out with. And then just scrape down those edges. And it depends on how spicy you like it. You can add more, you can use a different paste. Rogan Josh is also very nice, so is a butter chicken one. It just depends what your preferences are really. And that is everything in. Wasn't that quick and simple? I just love how it all looks sat there in the slow cooker. So just give it a good mix with your hands. I prefer the hands because you want to get your herbs properly on your chicken, and the same with the paste as well. And when you're using a spoon, it just doesn't do as good a job. So shall I get my hands in and we can mix this and get it on. So stir it all around with your hands. Oh, and you could do a much bigger batch of this if you wanted to. This is the equivalent of 6 chicken thighs, which is about 1.5 pounds of chicken, so about 650 grams. So you could easily fit 2 kilos in at once if you wanted to do a big batch of this and then save it for your meal prep. So wow, look at that. Look at those hands. Right, I'm just off to wash my hands before we get it on. So now all you need to do, lid on. And then I recommend checking it in 2 hours on high, because it really doesn't take that long. I find depending on your slow cooker, 2 to 3 hours is a good time. So we're going to come back and check on it after it's done 2 hours on high, and then we can see how it's doing. So you want to turn on your slow cooker. For me, I just have to press any of the buttons and it comes up. And then I'm going for high. It automatically sets to 4 hours. But I'm going to take it down to 2 hours, and then I'm going to check on it in 2 hours and then give it a little longer if you need it. Depends how big your chicken thighs are and how pull apart they are, but I find 2 to 3 hours depending on the brand of slow cooker, and then press start.
Let me introduce you to Kitchen Gadgets Club. We recommend joining it because it's brilliant for kitchen gadget recipes with step-by-step photos. It's got lots of easy recipes. You can join for as little as £1 a week. It has a library of over 1,000 plus kitchen gadget recipes, and we add 4 new exclusive recipes every single week. Here are just a few of the recipes. Each recipe has both metric and imperial, step-by-step photographs, plenty of useful kitchen gadget advice from experts. Just take a look at some of the photographs. And of course, you can join by heading to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/join. And now, shall we get back to the food?
So we have finished our slow cook, and we've allowed it a chance to sit for a little while just so that it's cool enough to make into lovely sandwiches. And then you can have a look here and you can see how much it's reduced, and it's transformed it into a delicious chicken marinated in curry spices. So now you can shred it and add in your extra ingredients. But listen, if you don't like coronation chicken or you don't like curry in general, just take a note of the ingredients and the way we added them. We had passata and paste. So that paste can be any paste you want it to be. You're just creating a tomato-based chicken dish there. So if you love Mexican food, then you can swap it for some Mexican seasonings and such like. So grab yourself a knife and fork, and you'll find it shreds pretty easily. And you just want to break it up in your slow cooker. Oh, and I love chicken thighs in the slow cooker. They're just so good. You notice there's not actually that much liquid in here, so it makes it perfect for sandwiches and stuff. So again, just continue until you've done all your thighs. And then it just breaks up so lovely. And like I said, it's perfect for sandwiches. It's perfect as a topping on top of your jacket potatoes as well. And when it's completely cool, you can actually freeze this as well. And it's just a wonderful way to do pulled chicken in your slow cooker. So any bigger bits, you can just break them down. And you can use meat claws for this as well. I've got some of those. I just thought it'd be, a lot of people don't, so I thought it'd just be nice to do them with a knife and fork. And we are shredded, so I'm just going to try a bit and tell you what it's like. Oh, that is so good. I love the curry there. That is good. So now, some more coriander in. Add in your raisins, because it wouldn't be coronation chicken without raisins. Obviously, if you're just doing a pulled curry chicken for sandwiches, you don't need to include the raisins. It's just totally up to you. It's the way you want it, isn't it? And then we're going to add a load of mayonnaise in. And then all you need to do is give it a good stir. Oh, and it's coming together beautifully. Look at that. Bit, I'll try to. So that's what it looks like. So what do you think? Oh, beautiful. Pulled chicken in the slow cooker. So of course, we're using it for our sandwiches, for our picnic food. So of course, grab yourself some bread and let's butter it up and make it into a coronation sandwich, shall we? I have my favourite butter dish. I have some Warburton's bread. And let's just do a couple of slices, shall we? You can obviously do a lot more than this. It depends on who you're feeding, what you're up to and everything. But this one's just for me for now. And then grab a load for your sandwich. Normally load it up with some avocado as well, because I love avocado, but I haven't actually got any in at the moment. And then just like that, I have a sandwich. What do you think? Looks good, doesn't it? So have you done pulled chicken sandwiches before in the slow cooker, because they are delightful? Oh, take a look at that. Oh, chicken is lovely. I want a bit with some raisins though. This is so good. Highly recommend it. Just grab yourself some chicken thighs, favourite paste that you've got in, and load it into your slow cooker. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos, so you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.